Welcome to Palia, the cozy online MMO that includes farming, hunting, ranching, bug hunting, fishing, crafting, decorating, plenty of quests, and lots of romance. Choose to go on the adventure alone or join others in different activities. Sounds like a good time, so hop on in. Wait. Now, the game has a lot of features, events, quests, but because there is so much of everything, it's easy to feel a little overwhelmed, especially if you're trying to get into the game by yourself or if you don't have enough time to play through the main story and learn the controls within a relatively close time frame. Personally, I stopped playing for a couple months, was life, and forgot how to play. So here are a few bits of information and tips that can help prevent you from getting stuck and frustrated when you get started in this relaxing online game. First thing is, if something isn't unlocked, it's probably behind a quest. Watching trailers and videos of other people playing Palia, you might notice a few things that make you think, why can't I do that? Especially with things that take a minute to unlock, like recipes, or new skills, or unlockables that are added after updates. The reason you might not have that thing unlocked is because it's possibly behind a quest you haven't done yet, especially main story quests. If you want to host a cooking party or get a certain recipe, you might need to progress more in the story. I'm not saying this to rush through it, but just know that rewards are coming while you work through it. Trust me, the first section is possibly the longest one. Also, speaking of recipes, they can be found while fishing or doing other things besides the main quest as well. So it takes a lot of time and a lot of exploring to find all the recipes. Recipes can also be found in this little pile of things you might see around Kilima or the one with the little flag in Bahari. Can't remember what they're called, but if you look through them once every day, then you might have a chance of finding a recipe for something, either buildable or food. The other thing is, if you can't find something, you might be in the wrong shop. This is actually the full reason why I make this video in the first place. In Palia, most of the people with shops technically have two shops. One shop has one set of items and the other has another set of items. Remember this is the reason why you can't complete the cooking quest for the skill. Everything else makes sense. Pay attention to the crop attributes. This will save you a lot of water and time. Mostly water. Each crop has different attributes with them, like water retaining, quality, beer prevention, and whatever else there is. I forgot. Planting crops based on their attributes was really helpful. It can be a little overwhelming when getting started. If you need time to remember the different attributes of crops, one safe way to make sure that you're still utilizing them is to make sure that you don't put the same crop next to each other, as attribute will cancel out. Once you plant your crops, you can press G on keyboard. The crops attributes are being helped with, not what the planted crop had with it. For example, tomatoes have a water retain attribute. It won't retain water for itself, only for the crops around it that are not tomatoes. Another thing you can do in Palia is join parties. Palia players tend to host different types of parties, like cooking, hunting, fishing, and bug hunting. This could be a great way to meet people who you can play with in the future. Sometimes people announce their parties in Palia itself or on various social media sites, so keep a lookout for them if you're interested in joining. And finally, have fun. Enjoy Palia however you want. The Palia community is a very inclusive and welcoming community, ready to help if you ever get stuck. Feel free to ask questions in-game or to other Palia players if they're open to them. Of course, always remember to be careful online, as there are still some weirdos out there. Other than that, I hope this video is very helpful and that you can enjoy the Palia to the fullest. If you have any questions that weren't covered in this video, I'm sure I missed a lot of things, feel free to comment them below. And if you have the answer to a question, feel free to answer it. Hope I see you around Kilima sometime.